Yeah, go for it. As
Okay.
long as you stream it.
I also need to unmute Gus.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Can't
didn't
hear
even
you,
hear my
man.
funny joke.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I heard you say something from The Office, and then people laugh, and I was like, "Damn it!" Um,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
a real zinger. It was one of the funniest things I've ever said, actually.
Gus, I
I
need to
bet it was.
Gus, I need to know, like, is this a bit or is this like you're genuinely that into it?
Into what?
Into League of Legends.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
like League
talk
of
about
Legends.
it.
I played it for like 10 plus years now at this
Oh,
point
okay.
in my life.
Yeah,
I play
I
a
think
lot.
I don't think there has been a single like Discord call that we've been on in the last I don't even know how long that you haven't made that joke. And so I was
Oh,
like,
is it about
is
playing
this
League of Legends quick, or
yeah,
like getting it, playing it during it?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, is this genuinely like is this a bit or is
Um,
he like
Yeah.
genuinely this addicted to it?
uh,
No, I just
Yes.
like saying that on the call, but I mean, like, I have played a lot of League of Legends and enjoy it, but no,
Okay.
yeah.
I have not meant it.
Um,
Okay.
Gus, I love you so much. For a little bit, your hair looks like Manny from Ice Age right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh
it's
my
kind of
Yeah.
split down the
god.
middle here.
Hell yeah.
but but it's okay. Love Manny from Ice Age, hottest character in the show, in
Oh,
the
valid.
movie series.
Show. I was like, whoa, they did a TV show?
What about the tiger?
Is your
Manny
face
takes the
Oh,
cake for me, and I'm not sorry about it.
Yeah.
is your
Diego
faithful
the
viewer here?
Sabretooth. Oh,
Um,
let me get hop in the
no,
I don't think we started yet.
Oh.
Oh no, we did. Okay, cool.
no,
Let me hop
the
in.
stream has started.
Okay.
Okay, we are starting.
Oh
This
wow.
is
Yikes.
session
I
Oh,
feel
the
one.
fear. I
Susan
feel
chick
fear.
crew.
This is session one of our. Oh shit! I froze.
You're it's the stream is buffering right now on Twitch.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh, oh, it's going.
sorry, I froze a wee bit, so I have to turn my camera off because Discord hates me.
Locked in.
But
Wants
anyway,
to
Yeah.
this is
kill
session
you.
one of our prequel campaign, The Reckoning. This takes place, oh god, like 3,000 years in the past of where I usually have my campaign set. So the countries are different, the world is different. It is the height of magic right now. Um, so let's get started with session one. At first, there was nothing. But then, Susan, there is sense. You feel first air on skin and ground beneath your feet. You feel fingers on your head, and secondly, you hear. You hear soft breathing and muttering. Then you see. Your eyes kind of power on, and where was once only darkness, you begin receiving so much more information. In front of you is a young woman. She has silky white hair that she has tied back into a ponytail behind pointed ears and very inquisitive silver eyes. You're in a grand space with a dome ceiling made out of stained glass with various imagery on it. The room itself is made out of a lot of white marble, but there's bookshelves and work tables full of just metal and other assortment of things. The woman kind of breathes in sharply, and you see a grin spread across her face. Hello! Hi, Susan! Susan! My name is Olympia Canis. Uh, Welcome to my workspace. How are you feeling? Can you move your arm and fingers? And lastly, Susan, you find that you have a voice.
Hello.
Oh, oh my god. Then can you move your hand? Raise it. Oh, okay, very good, very good. Um, and as you kind of move your hand, you watch as this woman, Olympia, her smile doesn't waver, it only grows brighter. Um, and she takes a couple steps back from you and kind of offers her hand. Okay, now let's try taking a step.
I'll reach out, take her hand, and try to walk.
You find that you take a step forward, and at first it's a little awkward. It is your quite literally your first step ever, but it's not so bad. You find your balance, and you take a couple more steps while holding this woman's hand. Well, she just looks ecstatic. Um, you watch as another young woman enters the room. And she looks almost exactly like Olympia, but where Olympia has silver eyes, she has gold eyes. Octavia! I did it! Artificial, but real and independent inorganic life. Isn't she amazing?
Hello.
Octavia approaches, kind of watching you take these baby steps. Um and I won't make you roll an insight. I think she's not as expressive as Olympia, but you do kind of get this sense that she is impressed. Nice job, sister. I just prepared. They'll all want to know how you did it, you know? Um, but she smiles, and Olympia just says, I barely know it myself. Um, and Octavia just pats her on the back and kind of looks at you again, kind of backing up to give you guys your space. Um, and then slips out, and as Octavia leaves, Olympia kind of turns back to you and says, Susan, we're gonna change the world together. Come on, let me show you around. And years pass, and you are a people at war. And the world would be hard pressed to find a people not at war at this point in history. Talandria itself is a divided nation, and House Cannith is doing all it can to come out on top and unscathed. We see House Cannith, a grand estate of marble and stone. The path leading up to the door is flanked by arching plants that bloom with varying flowers, and the flowers themselves have a habit of changing color at random. Lights kind of magically light up the pathway, but they fade away as the sun rises, and fairies and pixies step out of tulips in the garden of House Cannith, sparkling in the morning light. Susan,
Yes.
you start your day early, but with purpose. And as the start of the day begins, as people slowly start to rise, what is Susan doing?
Well, Susan spent most of the previous night, as she doesn't have to sleep, reading every single report of everything that has happened in the last 24 hours that we have. So she is fully caught up on every current event. Goes into this day with a plan and a couple copies of a written out itinerary that's color coded on a clipboard, and she in the morning, we'll send up 2 breakfasts to Olympia's room, one of which is Olympia's favorite, and the other of which is 10 scrambled eggs for Banlet.
On the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think she'll just with the whole kind of day ready to go, she is simply sitting and waiting a respectful and patient amount of time to head up to Olympia's chambers.
Yeah, I think eventually it comes to that time where you're like, Olympia, it's that time she needs to get out and start getting her day going.
Okay. I think I run by the kitchen quick to get a cookie and a glass of milk, and then we'll hurry on up to Olympia's room. And I think like when Susan was created, she was so fucking confused on what was going on. Uh, but this is a woman who is like has kind of the air of someone on a mission 24/7 as she's like walking with purpose to Olympia's chambers.
And as you walk with purpose, despite having a cookie and a glass of milk, people believe it is of the utmost importance, and they step out of your way as you walk to Olympia's door. And I assume you probably just you knock, and after you knock, you can head in.
Mhm.
Um, and as you open the door, you see Olympia. She sits up in her bed with just a mess of white hair. Um, but she has a smile on her face upon seeing you. Susan, good morning.
Good morning, my lady. How are you today?
Mm, Olympia's not quite a morning person, but she is usually easygoing unless she has had a particularly late night in the lab. Then you might have to physically drag her out of bed, but this does not seem to be one of those mornings. Um, uh, I'm awake, and she gets up and pulls out her dress for the day. It's a bit fancier than usual, but you of course know why. Uh, Run me
Mhm.
through the day while stuffing me into this dress.
But of course, and I will get to it. I do glance over to the trays of breakfast. Did Banlin eat his eggs this morning?
Abby, did Banlin eat all of his eggs this morning?
Do you think was he there?
That's up to you.
Let me think.
Because he's not there every night for sure.
Yeah. Let me
Hey,
completely
you
disrupt
could
this
roll.
beautiful pace that you have going. Yeah, even or odd will determine.
Yeah.
Even he's there.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
There is a completely clean plate where eggs once were, except there's like a smear of ketchup, like leftover
Uh,
ketchup smear.
I think
Oh,
I will set Olympia's I'll set the itinerary for the day in front of her to go over while I'm like tying up her dress and getting her like ready to go.
Yeah.
But I think Susan does smirk over at the like eggs that are gone, and I think does say to Olympia, "I see my lord was hungry this morning."
She like I think she is kind of after like she sat down in a chair for her hair to get done, and she's like she glances up at you through the meal and just like you see the smallest hint of a blush, but then she smiles. Um, because he says he needs his protein for training.
Mm, I would imagine so. I jest, of course. And I will yeah, I'll just keep like doing her hair and I'll say, "So, itinerary for the day. Starting off this morning, you're supposed to check in with Zarian in the lab for any updates. I do for lunch today have chicken tikka masala, but I know that made your stomach hurt last time, so that of course can change. Um, this afternoon, we do have the Anti-Lum broadcast, so big day there. And the meeting of the houses later in the early evening. And dinner tonight is baked brie and bruschetta, which I know you are a fan of. And then we do have our meeting of the inner circle tonight. Do you think that if I just have some trays of finger food brought up, do you think that would suffice for the meeting?
Yeah, I think that should be. It's late enough at night that no one should be too hungry, but I yeah, some snacks are always nice.
Of course. And I think I like finish cinching up the dress and I start like working on her hair.
Yeah, and you finish up with her hair, she applies some makeup, and she is a complete 180 from how you found her this morning. Um, as she stands up, and goes, "Okay, let's go meet Sarian."
Looking as resplendent as ever, my lady.
Thank you, my dear Susan. Um, in a building separate from the main household is are the labs. It is a pretty big building. As House Cannith is pretty dedicated to research. Um, Zarian, you have your own lab. You are in your lab right now. I guess run me through the start of your day.
Well, first of all, I think the start of Zarian's day, is that
Oh,
it didn't
and please
really.
just physically describe your character. I know that
Yes,
sorry, we forgot to do that with Susan. She's a Warforged. But
Warforged, Warforged.
Warforged.
All right, let me
She's
take a sip of my
dwarf.
fucked up drink real quick. It is not, in fact, my character drink. I got too lazy to do that. But
But it's
all
still
right,
fucked up, so close enough.
Zarian is a Shadar Kai, aka they are from Shadowfell, so they're from a different plane of existence. They are kind of freakishly tall. I think I said they were what, 6'7"?
The
Um,
Lakers need you.
6'7".
the Lakers need you. Um, they're
6,
a little.
7.
It's like a typical Shadar Kai. They do have the gray skin, the white hair, the dark eyes. Theirs are in particular are pure black. You cannot discern which is pupil and which is the iris. Um, Zarian, beyond being tall, they're not very muscly. They're actually a bit of a stick, which is very funny considering they're very tall. They're kind of gangly. Um, yeah, sometimes from the corner of their eye, they might look like they're not quite shaped right. As if like, oh, why are they lopsided? And then you look right at them, and then it's fine. You'll find yourself doing that quite often with them. I don't know. They're kind of on the younger end for Shadar Kai, because I mean that's the equivalent of like a high elf, so they live for fucking ever. But you know,
I think
definitely
Shadarkai
a
are
young adult.
actually immortal.
You're fucking kidding me.
I don't
They were
think I
just.
am.
I just thought they were long lived. Well, they're on the younger end for Shadar Kai, 180 years ish. When you're that old, you stop counting. I feel, um, young adult for sure. But I'm catching up. Okay, I love the 6'7" gift. Thanks, guys. Um, sorry. What else am I supposed to be describing the 6'7" gift
Oh
through me? It looks
no,
like fucking
yeah.
young
After
Zen
we
Cody.
get past the 6, 7, um,
Yes,
you're in your lab, um,
yes.
and you're just kind of getting ready for the day. Is that it's the start of it, um, and pulsating starts emanating from you, um, and you kind of see the space around you, and in the corner of your eyes, it starts to warp and warp around you, and you feel this pressure, and honestly kind of shoves you to the ground. Um, well, and all this is happening, there's whispers filling the air around you in a language that's inhuman, far too alien for anything of this plane or even yours, until eventually it dies down. What do you do?
I think Zarian, who is at this point probably running on little to no sleep for the past at least 56 hours, on a research binge, probably just like blinks really hard a couple times and then starts making their way back to their feet. They they miss the edge of the table a couple times. They do make it back up, all of them, all that height of them. So
All
it's a bit
six,
like
seven
seeing a
of them.
tree. Yeah, it's like seeing a tree right itself after being toppled by a lumberjack. It's a little startling, but they make it back up there. And I think they at their hands on the edges of the table and just kind of like deep breath, let it out, and then they will go over to the table that they were working at before they were knocked prone and strike out one line that they were doing and look at the next line, the next thing to try.
Yeah, just continuing on because this is nothing new for Zari and Ved.
Business as usual.
Olympia and Susan are enter the building shortly after your incident, we'll call it.
Incident.
Zarian! Good morning, dear. How are you doing? What's on the docket today?
Olympia. Yes, good morning. Good morning to you as well, it would seem. I am continuing work on our joint research projects. No new developments there, unfortunately. Susan, how are you this morning?
Wonderful. No complaints.
Oh, sorry, I'll let you speak.
Right. Well, I guess show me what you've got going on, and then I'll go check in on Kamaria, but I'm just wanted to see how you're doing. You still good for our meeting later tonight, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, I'm still
wonderful.
good. I am still good for the meeting later tonight. If I know you said you're busy, but if you do have time now or later, they like pull over a chalkboard that's like full of just scribblings and writing. I did have some specifics and questions about how you thought we should proceed forward with the project. It's like mostly if anyone else but beyond these three were to walk in and try and read that board, they'd be like, "What the fuck does that say?" Because this is like worse than Doctor's Note chicken scratch. Like it's
Uh,
god awful.
Olympia will step forward and start going through what you've written on the chalkboard. Let's see how. Okay, oh, um,
The different results there.
also, I do have someone. It is en route. Something that we might be able to use for the project.
Really?
That metal I mentioned.
Truly, you managed to find something.
Yes, I had to scour almost everywhere, but I think we found some. So,
Right.
have
They're looked
something.
upon kindly.
Yes, we may thank Lady Luck for that. Um, yes, I will. I'll think about this. I'm gonna go check on Kamaria, but I like your thought process here.
Thank you. Give Kamara my regards.
Of course, of course. Um, goodbye. I'll see you later.
I will
Um,
see you later, as they say.
I think on our way out, Susan will like sidle on up to Zarin and be like, "You want me to send you up some coffee? A pot of coffee?
A bucket.
A bucket of coffee?"
Please. Yes, that would be advantageous, we shall say.
Got you.
And they'll stare soulfully out a window. But then
Is
they'll
this
also turn soulfully stare after Olympia as she leaves.
Susan not picking up on that probably is just like, is this, are you on day 3 now for your current binge?
For the sake of honesty, yes.
I will send up 2 pots of coffee.
Thank you. You
Of
are a
course.
credit, Susan, to your maker.
And then Susan also stares wistfully, but for a different reason after Olympia. Uh, and we'll follow Olympia out.
I'm sorry, Abby's comment, I love Sarian, this autistic brother is killing me.
Oh yeah. Listen, listen. A touch of the tism, no. This is 5-finger death touch of the tism, okay?
Vulcan death grip.
Man got smacked with the holy book. Autism.
Well, not quite a
Oh.
man, but yes, yes.
Kamaria, this morning, we find you still at home. You've woken up and you're getting ready. How does your morning go? Um, Describe your character to us and where she is, who she's with on your
So
way out the door.
Kamaria is an astral elf. Also a little bit on the younger side, 168 for elf years. And then she has very pale, almost white skin with blue hair and light blue eyes. In the morning, she spends her time cooking some eggs and making toast. She's making plenty, enough for two, and she slides a second plate across the dinner table to a younger high elf, or a younger elf as well, that looks very similar to her, and says, "Good morning. I make sure that I stop by the library on the way home. If you'd have any requests for some more books, I noticed last night they are almost out."
Yes, I am. Sorry, I have to look for your a
My
cell.
sister's a
Cell. Yes,
Mhm.
thank you. Yeah, I do need a couple more. I mean, actually, could you get the rest of, if they have it, the rest of the series I've been working on? I'm almost through it.
Of course, I can make that happen after work. I do have a meeting late night tonight, so I should be able to be here for dinner, but then I'll probably have to go back again.
Okay. Yeah, and don't worry about that. I'm having a good day today, I think.
I'm glad. Um, just make sure that you use Dura as you need, okay? She's always here.
Yeah, I know, I know. Don't I'll be okay.
Perfect. Um, I'm gonna get going, but have a good day.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
And she grabs um a backpack and stuffs a small brown bag into it and leaves the door.
Yeah, and you head to the lab that you work at, the Camus lab. Um, and you head in and start setting up your lab for the day, for a whole day. And we fast forward to you beginning your researching and grumbling to yourself. Is that's the gist I got from this starting point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess
that's the incomprehensible problem.
when Olympia and Susan come in, like, feel free to describe how they find Kamaria.
Maria, she's bent over this uh work desk that's just strewn with little flasks and vials, and right next to it there's like a whole uh there's an entire rack of like stuff that's actively drying and hanging up to dry. Everything from like plant pieces to scales to pieces of leather to some fangs that are actively dripping out weird liquids that are being collected. And Kamaria's hunched over a table, painstakingly trying to scrape the thinnest layers off of this hunk of meat as like possible. And she's just like swearing under her breath and grumbling.
Before Susan and Olympia even step foot into your lab, I think um Olympia takes out like a bandana or a handkerchief type thing and ties it across her face and offers to do that for um Susan, even though she doesn't quite need it, but
I think Susan
Doesn't even
says
have a nose.
yeah, Susan can probably like choose not to smell things, but is just like, thank you.
and they step in. Kamaria, your lab is colorful as always. How are you, darling?
I'd be better if this goddamn Sturgis flesh would actually just slice in the right fucking direction.
Yep, I totally understand. And then like looks to Susan like, anyway, darling, how are things? Do you need anything from me today? Like, do you need that sharpened? Do you need like a sharper scalpel?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. That might. Yeah. As long as it. If you give me a sharper one, I still have to dip it in the elixir first and let it simmer for 10 minutes, and then I have to. And she just keeps going on this like long list of ways to prepare the damn scalpel.
I think Olympia just is like, I think for Olympia and Susan, this is very on par for the start of the day with Kamaria's. It does take like 10 minutes of listening to her just kind of grumble on about her process. Um, yes.
Amanda,
They-
what skill check would you associate with whatever Kamaria is doing right now?
I would say nature or medicine,
I think those are both wisdom? Wait, no,
intelligence.
intelligence. Um, yeah, I think as Kamaria is grumbling, Susan is, without saying anything, just gonna very subtly cast enhance ability on Kamaria to give her advantage on intelligence checks.
Um, do you kind of give Olympia like a little like nod or anything after you do this?
Yeah, I think Olympia's used to me doing shit like this, so I just kind of like very subtly try to like wave my hand and then give like Olympia a wink.
Okay, darling, why don't you just here, try it one more time. Um and go ahead and roll medicine or nature, and that gives you what does enhance ability do?
Just advantage on the roll.
Oh, so roll with advantage on your roll then.
Let's see. You said nature or medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, a horse apiece because it's a +4 both ways. Oh, one of those is a nat 20. Oh,
Oh, first roll. Oh
Wait,
shit.
first
Right.
roll of the campaign and first nat 20 of the campaign.
Yeah.
For T, that's
This is
phenomenal. That's
listen, this is
phenomenal.
actually fucking crazy for T.
So that was my new die. The
Yeah.
new ones I just got.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Kamara, you listen to Olympia. She goes, okay, just try again, and you are able to just slice it perfectly. You are. It really feels like Olympia and Susan are just sometimes your good luck charms. Like every time they come in, it's like suddenly you get things done so much more efficiently. It's crazy. Um,
Love them. Love those two.
um, see, it's it's all how you hold your wrist. Um, anyway,
Oh, thank you,
remind us
stars.
reminder for our meeting tonight later, and watch out for my broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. That got it.
Okay, well, you're gonna do great. Seriously, let me know if you need anything. And
So will you.
she'll I was gonna say she'll give you a little kiss on the cheek, but she's got her bandana on, and you're also cutting up flesh, so she like motions to do a motion at you, and then heads out. Um, to go probably work on her own stuff for a little while with Susan. Um, sorry. Um, Hyros. It is coming up to that time to the broadcast time where you are set to meet Olympia at a news station where not only do they print the papers and flyers, but they are also in charge of this kind of the widespread holographic arcane messaging for broadcasting, um, where they know you and they know to expect you. So as you kind of arrive and get there and get set up, describe your character and what he's doing.
Yeah, he is a human guy. Very normal looking. I did drop that picture of him. He not that nasty looking, I swear. But yeah, black hair, kind of a wispier black facial hair. He will have a little bit of sideburns though. But kind of got a bit of a swagger to him.
Picture him in like
Walking
a
through the
70s
halls.
outfit, and I don't know why.
I was thinking big old duster.
Yeah, and like wide leg jeans and a big brown belt and
Yeah.
cocaine.
This is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
But yeah, he just walks in, starts getting people where they need to go, setting things up. Keeps asking where the star is. Where's my star?
What's my stuff? Anyway, I mean, in this area that you're in, you see this room that has this circular platform carved with runes. And then there is also a stand kind of connecting to it with various like runic buttons to control it. And of course, there are also the lights, both magical and non-magical. I think you can see we'll call it spotlights, but what it really is like the daylight spell in like a cylinder to concentrate it. But also lanterns, dancing lights, all the stuff that you would need to make a show happen. And while you're asking where your star is, Olympia and Susan will walk in. And she's like, okay, how's my hair? Susan.
There's like a touch up or two. Looking good.
Okay,
Ready to
thank
go.
you.
Like pats the makeup a little bit too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think from like
Kairos.
across the room, Kairos kind of like sees it. Hey, there's my fucking star. Hey, and Suzanne, how you doing?
Wonderful today, you.
I'm doing pretty good. Got yourself some oil?
I drink it every morning.
That's what I like to hear. All right, Olympia, you know what you're saying.
Susan
Of course I do.
shivers.
Of course I do.
That's my girl.
Of course, Kairos. I'm sorry, I was so unprepared for him.
That's fair.
I am too, if I'm being honest. This is some of the roughest accent work we're doing here.
Something just possessed Gus.
It's
I woke up
Kairos.
for the first
It's
time in a
Kairos.
year.
Kairos is
Kairos.
possessing Gus. Gus has no control over what comes out of his mouth
This-
from this point forward.
This is literally nothing like I imagined this character being. This is like the complete opposite to how I thought he would be.
I like how
I gotta say, I'm liking him.
He sounds more like a talent agent right now than like a spy master.
Yeah. You see, weirdly
Yeah, that's my job
enough,
of the day.
weirdly enough, Olympia is like, this is my fucking guy. She, it's like their relationship, Susan, I think, is the strangest one you've ever seen. Where he is so unlike all of the other people she talks to. But I think in a
Kairos-
way that's what makes it work.
Kairos is the only person in the inner circle that makes Susan uncomfortable, and no one's ever made her feel like that before.
Okay, Kairos. And
I
also,
just really want there to be like Kairos is just then in a future campaign where Susan's there and she just has like war flashbacks.
yeah, we get a Kairos reincarnation happening.
Suzanne!
Okay. Okay, I know what I'm saying. I guess I'll get up there, you direct me, but also I'm about meeting tonight.
Yeah, I'll be there. You know, I'm always there for you.
Okay, bring that wine.
Yeah.
One from last time was so good. It's probably like she is from a noble family and has access to wonderful wine, but I think this is like a mid-tier wine from your casino that she fucking loves.
It's like me with Winking Owl.
Yeah, it's like she it's the winking you know what? It is Winking Owl. Winking Owl's canon. And Olympia loves it. Okay. Are we ready? Do you need to get up there?
Yeah, go ahead, get up there. Knock it out of the park. I overheard like 15 different people on the way here. They said, that woman, she wicked smart. She know what she doing. I look forward to everything she does.
I'm wicked smart. She goes in and you guys do like your secret. You have like a secret handshake that you do.
I will take Olympia's hand in mine, like sandwich it, and just say, "Good luck, my lady." And I'm going to cast skill empowerment, so that she has double proficiency on, because this is more like a persuasive broadcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give her double proficiency on persuasion then. I
Yeah.
know probably doesn't do anything right now, but flavor. I'm
After Susan does this, Kairos, you look at Olympia and you go, "Wow, she looks so persuasive right now." And Olympia goes and steps onto this platform, where Kairos, I'm guessing you direct someone with the lights and then direct them to start. And as they press this button, the runes around start lighting up and kind of form like a little bit of like a looks like an like this light kind of coming up around it to kind of encapsulate her. While she makes her official statement. My name is Olympia Kenneth of Talondria, and I am here to speak with you about Baron Lum and his conquest. It is just that, conquest. Lum has stated he wishes for the world to be united so no borders prevent the trade and creation of magic and medicine. He says he wishes for a world of peace, which is noble on the surface, yet his actions speak to that of a madman with the power to destroy, and believing in destruction, there can be peace. Shall we ask Delvaldis and Lumeris how they came to support him? Shall we ask Othraxa how peaceful it has been negotiating with him? Lama is a militant who will rule the world as a militant. He doesn't want peace, he wants tyranny. These are not the actions of a man of peace, these are the actions of a conqueror. I implore you, my countrymen, my neighbors, and all the people of this plain, to stand against Lum the Mad. We can achieve a better tomorrow without bloodshed. History will remember this as the day we stood against darkness together. Thank you. And the broadcast will end. Now to all the other characters, you guys do see this, and this is broadcast in different public spaces. You see like there's like little runes that kind of pop up with a hologram of Olympia making this speech. This happens anywhere there are these types of runes. And as the light of the platform like reverses and goes away, she reads out, and I will, just for shits and gigs.
Shits and gigs.
That was a pretty good roll. That was a 23 on her persuasion. Okay, yum, yummy. Sorry.
I do love when Amanda speaks without thinking.
The worms. they're in my head. She steps off the.
All the things she
What
said.
is that? Get out of my head.
Sorry, excuse me, sorry.
But excuse me, sorry. No, as she steps down, she walks over to you. Okay. Sorry, I had a quick on that. Okay. Was that good?
Yeah, you were fucking great.
Babe, you're turning into Mark Wahlberg.
That's okay.
Go back to the
Callback.
talent agency, man.
That's one and the same thing.
Yeah, same thing to me.
Mark Wahlberg is far more breathy.
That's true.
Okay, Susan, how'd you think? Good?
But it was wonderful. I found
Thank
you
you.
very persuasive.
And thank you for your help.
Of course.
And she gives you like a wink. Hopefully, I'm definitely going to rile them up at the meeting after this. But that was the point.
I find when people are riled up, there is less deception in the room as you see what people truly believe.
That's true. That's true. Very wise. Kairos, thank you for your help with this.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
And I will see you later with the wine for a meeting.
Yeah. Susan, you need me to pick anything up for you?
You get me a pint of oil, please.
Yeah, I'll get you the best shit I can find.
I'm going to hold you to that.
And Kairos knows exactly where to find the best oil on the market. No rules necessary for Kairos. I firmly believe that.
Definitely has asked that like every day since Susan has met him.
You will, and Susan and Olympia, the next thing on your itinerary, you have a brief break, and then the house meeting. We cut away from here to the center of this capital city that I forgot to name.
We see behind the curtain.
That
Illusion's
is
ruined.
That is so real of you, Amanda. I love you for that.
I talked about that at work. I was like, I'm not naming any cities in this shit.
This could just be the capital.
It's just like capital.
Rack City.
The capital. Rack
It's
City.
We
City.
go to the center of Rack City where we find
Rack City, bitch. That's the city's anthems. Rack City.
That's
Rack
yes.
City.
Yeah. Um, so it's the best city around. Um, anyway, we cut to the center of this city, to the palace. It is a grand palace that has a spire that reaches up high into the sky. Um, and it's has a lovely little bridge over a stream that's in front of it to get into it. I don't even know how to describe it really, other than imagine a very fantastical, wonderful little palace in a fantasy realm. And that's
Yippee!
probably it.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm so glad you guys agree.
I can see
Um,
such a clear picture in my mind.
mm, I'm I'm I'm
You're beaming it
so,
into my head.
guys,
This is
I'm
Clown
not
to
even gonna
Clown.
DM with my words anymore. I'm just gonna look at the camera and do this.
You feel it?
I
Wow.
feel it.
I see it. Oh my gosh, that staircase! How ornate.
Yeah.
I
This
was about to
this
start
one's
drooling.
this one's for all of the Twitch listeners.
Can't wait for the YouTube video to drop and our like 12 viewers there to be like, what the fuck?
I was waiting for this shit too. um, no, but we find in a. I guess where would you be, Abby? Where would Vanlin be at this moment with his father?
What
The-
time? What time of day is it?
It is probably early afternoon. It is going to be before the house meeting.
Okay. So
And
Banlin has
before
spent.
the broadcast.
Okay. Banlin has spent the morning, first of all, getting back to the palace from House Cana. He slunk across town, not very stealthily. Anybody who's tracking the royal family would know exactly where he goes when he goes there. So, like many other days, he leaves out of Olympia Kenneth's window down the terrace across town in his essentially pajamas and through the back door of the palace. He spent the morning preparing for this very important meeting, which includes him sitting in a chair with like 5 people around him pampering him. He's a grown ass man, like the same age as Olympia, but squirms the whole time as his unacceptable, who are known to have very long hair, is slicked back to a tight ponytail and gelled down so it doesn't. And throughout the process, he keeps forgetting and scalp and getting the gel. So they have to do it. He gets stuffed into this horribly uncomfortable high elf robe that, despite being very flowy, is I've ever worn.
You're cutting out just a little bit. Could you
Yeah.
repeat
Ooh,
the
sorry.
last part?
Yeah. Despite the high elf regalia being very flowy, it's the most uncomfortable I've ever worn.
Oh,
And
uncomfortable. Okay.
yes. And that has been his morning. The only thing getting him through it is repeating what happened last night. And now
Rat
he
City.
and now he waits anxiously in probably like not any public space, but one of the large halls that take up the palace with his father, kind of waiting for the next steps in preparation for the very important meeting that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, should I describe him?
Yes.
He is a high elf. He has dark hair like his mother, and is 5'10". Again, for a high elf, very short, and pretty stocky for a high elf. They're known to be very like rail thin, willowy, whatever. He looks like he could take a car crash that's going like not that fast, but like decently fast.
I'm always thinking about that about people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he doesn't look very much like himself now. He's like completely clean shaven. He's spruced up. He's ornate clothes, ornate robes. And he's picking at some piece of probably like molded wall fixture as he waits for his dad to stop doing whatever he's doing.
I think your father, who has been talking to probably like a secretary like type figure, finally stops talking and turns to you, your father's sovereign Astarion. Okay, Banlin, are you ready for the meeting today?
Yup.
Sorry, that's
Yup.
not. Are you going to be engaged in any
Yes.
sesh? Okay, because last
Yes.
time you were seemed like you were just staring off into space, and if I were to remind you, you are going to take over this country one day.
Yes, Father. Everybody's staring off into space. I was listening.
Okay, but this is a very important meeting, because in case you have not noticed, a lot's happening in the world.
Yeah, but everybody knows Lum is a bad guy. Like, this can only go one way.
Not. It's not about believing he's a bad guy. We have
But,
two of our great houses that want to join him and two who do not.
but that's stupid. Like he's a bad guy. This is stupid.
It's
Like
we
he's okay. Sorry, Father.
I understand the frustrations, but to these houses, following him is not stupid, and there is some merit to it. So they need to get their point across, and we cannot just blow past that, or we will have a house war on our hands.
If they want to war, they can have a war.
We will have
if
a
they
war.
really want to, if they really want to support Lum, they can have their war. They're killing people. Of course, they're not going to vote for Lum.
I wish it was that simple, Banlin, but it just simply is not. War will come to us, no matter what. We just have to make sure we get to war as a united front, or we won't have a Talandria anymore. Do you understand that?
Yes, Father.
Okay. Right as he says that, the one of the runes from the secretary lights up, and he's down the hallway a little bit, but you can hear the voice of Olympia and her speech ringing through this grand hallway as she makes this broadcast. And you watch as your father's face, he kind of he closes his eyes for a second and opens them to just kind of remain composed.
Banlin has a stupid smile on his face.
This meeting is going to be. Well, you'll find it excitable, Banlin, so get ready.
Okay.
And he pats you on the shoulder, and heads to his office to kind of do some last minute preparing before this house meeting. Where we will cut to, unless there's anything left for a Banlin.
I don't think so.
Okay. We won't do a whole big scene of me role playing yelling at myself. But
Boo.
Amanda,
what?
do I get to introduce my character?
Yes, But remember,
After
you
this?
said you were introducing your character right before the meeting at the end of the day.
Oh, no, I was thinking it was in the morning
Oh,
or like in the middle of the day.
it's at the end of the day. But yours is literally right up next.
Oh,
So,
okay. I guess I didn't specify the end of the day, but that's fine.
yeah, because you said like right before we did our like group meeting, you wanted to do your entrance.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that okay? We could cut to whatever Audra's doing at the moment.
In my head, it makes a little bit more sense for it to not be right before the group meeting, but it because like, but it also just doesn't matter. Like, I can change my mental plan of it.
Okay. We have a meeting of the houses where Banlin, Susan, and Olympia are all in attendance.
Found the ways across the room to Olympia.
Olympia kind of lays back. You see she sits on one side of her father, Novius Caneth, while her twin Octavia sits on the other side. And Sovereign Asterion begins the meeting. You see throughout this room it is mainly just the four big houses. This country is comprised of four big houses who also have vassal homes. There's House Caneth, House Erich, House Tassian, and House Rurig. It pretty quickly explodes into arguments upon arguments on what they should be doing in terms of Lum. And a lot of it seems to have been sparked by a lot of defensiveness from House Erich and House Rurig, I believe was the one. Yes. And I think during this Kraith Erich, he is a human man who's kind of older. He's in his 50s with graying brown hair and blue eyes with like wrinkles at the corners of them. He's got kind of a nice trimmed beard going on. Very sharp features. He says, I don't know what kind of backhanded broadcast that was, girly, but it was foolish to drag our discussions in front of the rest of the world. And as this kind of cuts across, you watch as Octavia slams her hand on the table. Says, Lord Kraith, if you call my sister foolish again, there will be a new master of your house. At this point, your father, Banlin, you watch as he just raises his hand, and that is, and just goes, enough. This type of talk is unproductive. I will not have threats and insults levied against each other in front of me. And although he did not yell, that was enough to calm the room, in a sense, or not calm it, but dampen the yelling and arguments for the moment. As Kraith says, hi Snoot. Aw. Sorry, the Sovereign, the Kraith does not say that.
Wait, I can't see Cole's. Wait, I have to leave the call and come back. I can't see Cole's.
Kraith,
Hi, leukemia.
Oh my
so silly. Lord Kraith Erich says, I just think we don't have to fully agree with Baron Lum, but he's clearly the stronger of the two sides. It would be to our advantage to join him rather than be the ones in his path.
You're seriously suggesting we join a dictator?
I would not. He starts to say something but bites his tongue because you are the heir. And this Theron Rurig, this dwarven man with reddish brown hair. He has this big beard that he usually keeps braided, and it has kind of beads braided in it. I mean, he has some good ideas. Some
You
things are
talk
bad.
like people who've never left the palace.
What was that?
There are real people out there that it will affect.
You don't think we know that? It will affect us. That is why.
So?
If we can join him, we can learn more about him. We could even convince him to take on more good policies without the bad he's doing. It is
He's
about politicking, which I do not
unreasonable
expect
now.
you
What
to
makes you
understand.
Banlon's face goes like a surprising shade of red, and his lips press tightly together.
What? Olympia will speak up and say, that is quite a big gamble to take. Lord, Banlon is correct. There are real people out there that we should not gamble with. So, perhaps think about that when you think about joining a madman. And I think she'll kind of look at you, to give you just like the smallest of smiles of like, I'm here with you.
He'll return it, but it's kind of like a wet dog.
What does that mean?
I know what that
He's like
means.
that.
I know what that means.
I feel like I a little bit understand, but I also feel like I need a reference image. Can you
You
would
just
like
saw
provide?
my bathed dog the other night.
Right.
Let's
He's
see.
like
Let's
he's like
see.
a
That's what
dog in the
that's
rain that is happy to see someone, but he's still like soggy wet.
There you go. There you go.
right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the meeting is just talking in circles before it kind of your father has had enough of it and calls it to an end. And Olympia will kind of stand. She'll talk to her father and sister for a brief moment before she will try to meet you in the hallway, Banlon.
As soon as Banlon leaves the room, like even if he's around all these fancy schmancy people, he'll rip his ponytail out and undo like the top closures of his robes, and rage against the wall and like air punch the wall and press his head against it, even though like these house leaders are passing by him.
Yeah. Olympia will come up behind you and gently kind of put her hand
He tends to say
on your back. Hey. Hey,
hello, Olive. This
Banlon.
fucking guy.
Olympia, I
How
know.
can people listen to him? He's a
I know.
leader. It's bullshit he's touting.
I know, honey.
You sounded fit up there, though.
I sound. Did you say fit?
Yeah. You
Thank,
sounded so smart.
thank you, Benlin. And it's a lot nicer to see you without the ponytail in. This is a much better look for you.
He smiles.
But I did like that you took a stance against them. Even though they were assholes,
He shrugs.
and you should not let them
He
get
gives
to
her a
you because
shrug.
they're stupid. But I'll see you in a couple hours for our meeting.
Yeah, okay.
She kind of like smiles, kind of like, kind of like making eye contact with you for a moment before she leans in and kisses your cheek. I've got to go get Susan, and I'll see you soon. And
Tell her
maybe
hi for me.
bring your pajamas. It'll be a late meeting, so might as well just spend the
Cool.
night.
You make an interesting proposition, Ollie.
I do, I know. It's because I'm so smart.
Is that's why they give you the big house with all of the funding dollars and all of the smartest scientists to do your work.
This is true, this is true. I'll technically give my
Yeah.
father that, but it's potato potato.
Yes, he will die someday.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
And
You
it's
found
not
that funny,
tingle.
right, Ollie? Ollie, you found that funny. You know I'm
I'm
joking,
sorry, I'm
right?
sorry. Give me a second.
You found that funny, right?
I
You
found
found
that
that.
funny.
You know I don't. You know I don't mean
Please
it.
tell me. You know I love your father. Don't worry.
He's a good guy.
Susan's
Yeah,
getting
no, I
behind
think
there, like
she did crack a smile. Um, and she smiles and squeezes your hand once more before heading off to find Susan.
I think as she finds me and we start going wherever, like whenever we're alone away from this group of very important people, I think Susan's like, permission to speak very freely, my lady.
Of course, Susan, of course.
I think our Grand Sovereign needs to make up his damn mind.
I know, he's just
I mean, having meeting after meeting of us just fighting against each other where no one's changing
I
sides.
know. I know what he's afraid of. He's in a sense wise to fear, but unwise to falter this much. We I I fear that we are going to end up fighting each other before we get a chance to even fight Lum, and then what are we gonna do when we are already weakened?
I just giving in to evil with the hopes of maybe making it good one day just seems foolish.
But I guess in a sense, Lord Craith and Lord Theron are also afraid.
Yes, well, we will continue to be not afraid for them.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like would have less to be afraid of if we actually stood united.
Yes.
But
I suppose the politics of that are above my pay grade.
well, but you are right, Susan. We should not stall so much. He only grows more powerful the more we stall.
Yes.
Um, and the two of you head back to House Cannith. I'll say, going through the city, there's probably like some sort of transportation to make things faster. You see, it is like there are some flying ships, speed enhanced carts, trolleys, um, all sorts of
Trains?
goodies like that. No trains, but trolleys.
No.
Sorry, I'm not as train pilled as you, and I apologize for that. Um,
SMH.
but eventually later, it gets to be almost meeting time, but before the meeting occurs, Audra, you typically arrive before the meeting even begins. So as you walk into House Cannith, please describe your character. What she got going on?
Let me pull up the
What
pit
is
crew.
up?
What
I
the fuck is
cannot
up with her?
describe from memory. Okay, so she is a half elf woman of average elf size. I don't know what that is.
Do you want her to be like 5'6"? Like,
Yeah, that sounds
okay.
good. Yeah. With kind of just like a grayish, shortish, uh, ear length,
Half elf length.
wavy hair. Yeah, half elf length.
Yeah.
Um, and has some scars on her face, and some fun piercings. And she basically stumbles into House Cannith with like like a diaper bag on her back, a fucking like purse slash like briefcase situation on her, like in the crook of her elbow. In one hand she's holding a coffee, in the other hand she's holding her daughter Catherine, or Katie we decided to call her. um and she basically like trips and stumbles her way through the door. And the second she's through the doors, she starts going, Susan, 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 Susan. Is just like stumbling through hallways, like looking for her.
Poor Susan.
Susan, do you hear yourself being
Yeah,
called?
Susan,
Do I hear my name?
you
Yeah.
hear the unmistakable ring of Audra's voice as you know you are about to be handed a child.
I think Susan looks at Olympia and is like, "My apologies. I think I'm about to be busy for a little bit."
Yes, I better go greet our dear Audra as well. Let's go. Um, so two of you hustle towards the front entrance and Olympia goes, Audra, darling, hello.
Oh, hey. Yeah. So
Meet
she
us,
like
baby.
like basically kind of like shuffles Katie towards you, Susan, and like
Hi,
hands over
Katie.
hands over the diaper bag and looks at Susan and goes, "Oil's in the bag." And then like
Hell yes. Hell yes.
and
Pile of
then
oil.
kisses Katie on the head and goes, "Okay, baby, mommy loves you." And then uh, like goes over to Olympia and is like, "Your office." Yeah.
Yes, come.
Yeah.
Okay. She brings you to her office, where she'll go to a decanter, of, I said she was a tequila girl, so she pours you just a
Hell yeah.
glass of tequila and sets it on the desk in front of you, and sits in her chair, um, and pours herself a little bit as well. How was your day?
Yeah. Audra like kicks her feet up on the desk, being careful not to like, knock anything off. By the way, husband of mine, I think Jabba might have to go to the potty lands.
The pea store.
Um, um, and like picks up the tequila and just like downs it and goes, "Fuck, dude, do not have kids." Like she's great, right? Okay, I love her. She's wonderful. But God, it's mommy this, mommy why, mommy help, mommy.
She's like, you see her like counting on her fingers, like trying to like track her period again to be like, am I getting that soon? I hope.
He's gonna invent period tracker apps for real.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
she
the
is.
secret project that Olympia's been working on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so cute though.
She is, and she's
She's the
great, and
sweetest. She's the sweetest girl. But I get it. You
she's
do need some me time sometimes, and that's why you come to me.
yeah, and she's sweet, and she's funny, and she's so smart. But like sometimes I'm a little bit like, maybe you don't have to be so smart. Like I'm a little bit like, okay, maybe you can like calm it down a little bit. Like mommy is
Right.
not an academic. Like I cannot be answering these
Yes.
questions for you. I don't fucking know.
I mean, you could talk to my father. I think he had to do with that a lot with me and my sister. So, well,
Is
oh, I do have some lovely books I could give to her. She would love it.
honestly, yeah.
Hey,
I guess
Books Plus.
I'd have to ask her school teacher if she knows how to read yet. I don't think she does. But we'll get there.
What was your spouse's name again?
Max.
Oh, or Max could read it to her if you're a bit tired.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great. They do that. I do
Yeah.
some,
See,
sometimes
see,
sometimes
you're
I
not
do
alone
that
in
too.
this. You're not alone. Or I
No.
could read it to her too. She's,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and I know that Susan does keep her busy when they're together, that she like helps like Katie helps Susan run errands, and
Yes, yes.
which she loves. She always comes, we go home at the end of the night and she yaps the whole way there talking about how much fun she had with Susan and how she can't wait to grow up and be like Susan, and
Oh my
it's a
goodness. Another little helper for me when I'm old and gray. Well, actually, I'm an
yeah.
elf, so I won't be that old.
Yeah, hey, you got one. You got a lady in training, I
Oh my
guess.
goodness. I Well, I mean, if you're saying she's very interested in learning, maybe she'll be another one of our little academics here.
She might. Hey, put her in the lab. I'm sure she could cook up something.
I was gonna say she'd probably have fun in Kamaria's lab, but I do fear she'd get poisoned. So,
I
She
just had the
does.
same thought.
She does
I was like, not
have
my
a
lab.
she does have a tendency to lick things.
yes, definitely not Kamaria's lab.
She licked she literally licked a doorknob the other day. A
Does
public
she know
doorknob.
how many people touch those? Sorry.
You'd think. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Motherhood, so rewarding.
Hmm.
I love it. She's great. She's my favorite thing on this planet. But also sometimes I just like miss the days that I was like running around and like cutting people off at the knees. You know? Like
Right,
sometimes I
right.
just like need a little, like mommy needs a little swing to make it
Yeah,
through the day.
I mean, if that's your me time, maybe every once in a while you could have a
Yeah.
girls' weekend. Um,
Oh,
you go out on the high seas and
why
mm,
haven't I considered that?
get some people. Yeah.
I should do that. And then she holds out her cup to be
Yes, of
refilled.
course, more. And she'll fill you up. And you guys kind of probably talk and
Thus,
catch
I
up.
see those eyes. I saw those eyes over the she fills you up.
Whoa. She fills up your cup, you little bitch. Um, and I think like you guys just spend a while chatting. I think you do hear you get all the hot goss about the
Hell
house
yeah.
meeting, but also, her relationship with Banlin and all of that good
Yeah,
stuff.
Audra
Well, all the
would
gossip she's
ask.
heard around the labs.
What's this relationship
yeah.
gossip?
Oh, it's mostly her just gushing about Banlin, I
Oh.
think. Which, you're like, Audra's probably like, yeah, I've heard this before, but sure.
Sure.
She
Sure.
listens and responds like it's the first time.
Yeah, yeah,
Let it be known that Audra is a girl's girl.
yeah.
She is a girl's girl.
Yeah.
So
Let's go for real.
And before we start our inner circle meeting, I gotta piss.
Bio break.
This girl.
Bio break.
I also kind of have to piss.
Oh my god, you guys are moon sisters for real.
Wow. I don't have to piss.
But poor
Me
Java
neither.
does.
But poor Java
Java.
does. Let me tell you, I picked up my spells, right? And now
Yeah.
I'm going through my 5 packs of spell cards to put them in my spell book. Because I have this booklet that Amanda got me like 2 years ago. Why do I have to write out so many of these cards, man? They give you blank cards because they're like, yeah, okay, if you have something that's like that's not in standard D&D 5e, like if it's something from like Wildmount or something different, like it's obviously not going to be there, so you'll have to write it out. All my second level spells, all but one of them I had to write out. My hand is cramping.
That's what
Nerd.
you get for not
back a little
getting your
lighter.
spells figured out.
I had them figured out. I just didn't have the physical cards picked out. Like they're written on my character sheet.
Hmm.
I
But
have
this
all
way,
my
I just
spells
don't have to
picked out.
Fuck you. Aren't you a
Me too.
rogue? You don't have shit
Yeah.
for spells, jackass.
Yeah, well, no, I have the spell throw card at someone's head as hard as I can.
You
Okay,
also
valid.
have the spell produce oil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too.
Amanda let me have it.
Yeah.
It was like, actually, that's a good idea.
Hey, fucking Susan, I got some fucking oil for you.
And then you
You
just like
just know
hold
it's
your
the most
fingertips,
expensive
hold out
option of oil.
What was that, T?
You just know it's the most expensive oil too.
Yeah, it's like
Well
olive oil.
purified.
It's olive
Olive
oil. Like
oil.
that's like, listen,
Hey, Susan, my
olive oil,
clanker.
buying
Here's
olive
the oil.
oil
My
at the store is a
clanker.
major financial decision. Okay.
It is. And I mean, you've got to get like a mid-range olive oil if you're gonna get olive oil too.
Yeah, no, fuck like the really expensive kind. I'm getting like mid-range if I got like a really nice
Yeah.
paycheck.
Yeah, it's like, do I want to spend $15 or $20 today?
Yeah.
0.
Sorry,
Sorry, what?
Waiting for piss girl.
it got quiet. It got quiet after my olive oil statement.
You're fine.
Panicking.
This is all your fault,
Sorry
Daddy.
about
We're all
olive
mad.
oil.
That one statement about olive oil too far, rancid vibes, didn't fit what the rest of us were saying. Horrible.
Fucking pissed me off, honestly.
Pissed me
Huh?
off,
Oh,
dude.
bro's mad.
This
Go
is Cole's revenge. This is Cole's
Bro is
revenge for the
mad.
coffee.
That was. I know Gus to explain, but that was entirely me.
It
Oh,
was
that
entirely
was me
Abby.
optimistically trusting the words that Abby said.
Yeah, you're like, I'll trust my friend, and you shouldn't
The
have.
coffee? Okay.
Yeah, it's the liar in me.
Yeah. You and Gus both love lying.
Liar, the demon in me. It wants to
Um,
lie about the coffee.
I need to know at some point, would it be fucked up of me to it with my with my camera and microphone off to do a sinus rinse like mid session?
Oh,
Do what you gotta do.
Bruh.
It's fine.
Be
That's
like
fine.
shitting and stuff mid session.
If we can't see or
Like,
hear it,
I
it
bring
doesn't
my
happen.
mic with me. Sometimes I don't even mute. Like you're fine. Okay. Don't call me out on it yet.
That's awesome.
Already
I've
screamed.
never heard you shit, so
I guess
Listen.
yeah.
I was just okay, sure.
Is
No sinuses. No rest for
everyone
sinuses.
here?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
Everyone who matters is here.
Yeah, okay, perfect. We can continue.
It's funny because it's all of us.
Oh, that's a little turnaround on the
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
We all matter.
We all matter. All lives.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amanda, that's against Twitch terms of service.
Oh my god, you're gonna get us
God.
You're
So
gonna
were
get
you,
us
were you
Guys,
playing Lum for a second? Was that Lum role play?
cheapviewerstreamboo.com.
Oh my god. Okay.
Amanda, you can roleplay Lum and say the most horrendous shit, and it's roleplay.
It's roleplay. Anyway. Inner circle meeting. You are all gathered in a chamber in the basement of the Kenneth household, where lights dance around you without a vessel to hold them, creating like a kind of shifting chandelier of light. And there's this kind of round stone table, um, with chairs at them. The walls are adorned with tapestries of different historical events. Audrey.
I just need to know if Susan brought my child to this meeting, or
There is probably another servant that you know that is trustworthy.
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like Susan would have definitely would have spent some time with Katie and just like maybe had her sit on the counter while I made sure that Olympia's dinner was ready and like gave her some ice cream or something. But then handed her off to a trusted other servant that could take care of her.
My spouse probably would come pick her up as it approaches bedtime. So,
Probably. But you are all gathered here and sit at this table. There's some little snackies, winking owl, a wine.
Zarian makes a beeline.
Yeah, everyone gets their glass. Okay, so how was my broadcast?
I thought
Thank you,
it was rather inspired.
Thank you, Zarian. I guess what I wanted to talk about is really we had another very
This is the entire party that's here?
this is the entire party is here.
Okay.
Odds here.
All is here. We had another very oh fuck, what's the word I'm looking for?
Fucked.
Contentious.
Unproductive.
Unproductive. There we go.
Close, so close, Susan. Unproductive was the word. We had a very unproductive meeting. The houses. Once again, I want to know how to convince the other families to side against Lum, but I need to know. I need information on where the whole family and advisors stand, and I mean anything really that we can use to get them to be with us rather than against us. And the sovereign won't act until we've reached some consensus together. People are dying, so we need to push them in the right direction. I mean, even if we could just get the vassal houses against them, we only need one house, really, to sway our way. And we also need to be prepared for battle with Lom at some point. But we need more information on the tricks he has up his sleeve. So, I want to ask some of you to go to Tanarang for more information. And I need some of you to stay here with me to push Talandra in the right direction as well. as prepare for battle. I mean, no matter what we decide as Salandria, I will not aid that man. So, Audra, she gives you a
Yes.
look. It's going to be travel across the sea.
And you want to use my ship.
If you would take Kamaria and Kairos with you, could I rely on you guys to get there and get information? I know it's a big ask.
I'll tell the crew to dust it off. Anything for you.
Kairos, Kamaria, are you guys okay leaving Talandria?
Yeah, I'll do anything you need. Tips hat.
Mario looks hesitant, a little worried, but does look up at you and yeah, that can be arranged.
I think in your head, Kamaria, you will hear Olympia's voice say, I will make sure she is cared for.
I know you will. I trust you.
I think Audra will ask, do you know how long we can expect to be away? Like, how long should I tell Max and Katie I'll be gone?
Well, it's about a 2-week boat trip there, 2 weeks back, and who knows how many weeks it will take to gather. 2 months? Maybe?
Uh.
That's being generous with the time.
Audra is making like the face, and I think under her breath just goes like kind of at Olympia, but like other people can probably hear it. It just goes, dude, Max is gonna be pissed.
I know. I know it's a big ask. But I need someone I can trust
Yeah,
to
no
get
one better
close.
than me.
I can still take Katie as much as I'm able.
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll do what we can.
that might be good for her to have some we don't want her ending up at the mother-in-law's house every day, and if she can still see the other people in her life have some semblance of normalcy, that would be good.
Of course, of course. I do have a contact in Tanarang named Moira. She will provide you a safe place to crash and will be able to navigate you further. The rest of you, Susan, Banlin, Zarian, will be preparing and also maybe doing a little bit of spying and intel gathering. I know that's typically Kairos's specialty, but he'll be doing a lot of that in Tanarang as well. So, I mean, I'm sure he can give us some pointers or contacts if we need it.
Like on the other houses,
Yes.
like the dwarf house. No,
Yes,
he knows what they're called. He says what they're called. He doesn't just call them.
Yes, Baron Rurig and his wife Gaia.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
also
the Rurik house.
Eric. Those two houses we'll look into just to see if there's anything more to their allegiance to Lum. But
Anything that proves they're more of a bastard than just how they act.
Yes. If it's gonna be more stubborn than just that, or Also, if any people, the vassal houses, if we can persuade them to go against their pledged house. Zarian?
Well,
And blackmail's out of the picture, right?
who?
Blackmail.
I was interested. Are we purely
So you're
trying
saying
to
blackmail.
Oh,
we pure
Yeah.
Sorry.
sorry,
And
Susan.
blackmail's off the table, right?
For now.
so we're not trying to strong arm anyone into changing sides, more seeing why these two houses remain
Hmm.
only on
Stupid.
Lama's side of the issue. Stupid as well, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, and then if there's anything we can do to persuade them rather than forcing them, persuading the vassal houses, maybe
Forcing them not to
persuading
kill
the
people.
yes, persuading the family,
Well,
make them feel
it wouldn't be the
isolated.
first time that's.
What was that, Zarian?
I just. Does anyone else have anything else to say? I've been trying to speak for the last 3 minutes.
You go.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that I broke into somewhere I shouldn't have. And at this point, Zarin will give a grin. And it's kind of hard to fucking look at. It's like a baby eating smile.
Can I insight check?
There's too many.
You
There
know
are
I got
too
it
many teeth in
inside.
that smile. There are too many teeth in that smile.
Insight.
Motherfucker, I
Yeah, go
have
for
to insight your weird ass smile.
15.
That's
A very
that's a
good roll
natural
for
20.
me. Nope.
Zarian is smiling as if it's an inside joke. It just looks really fucking wrong. It shouldn't be that way. It is.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
Susan, on a natural 20, you're inciting this, and I think you get just such a sense that you're like, right, Zarian truly doesn't really mean that much harm, but I
Hmm.
am looking at a creature of a different plane that is bathed in shadow.
Internally,
Yeah.
damn, this
What is a
motherfucker a little weird.
What does a 15
Oh, they're
think?
I think you also 15 is good enough to read
Yeah.
Zarian to be like, okay, that's not like a mean malicious grin. You might just be like, oh right, that's just a Zarian grin, one that you don't see too often, so you're a little, I think, put off by it. But I don't think you quite make the connections as Susan does, where you're like, right, this is because they're from a place that's like just utter darkness.
Huh.
Hold on, I got a funny one.
Okay. So, with that, I guess, yeah.
I would like to offer House Saints support to the away mission. If any services are needed, I can pay. I can give you money for it.
Olympia will look to Audra. But Audra has her own ship, which, correct me if I'm wrong, no one knew, correct?
No.
Susan was like, oh.
This was
No,
an
no one-
unknown fact about Audra before this meeting.
Yeah, so Audra being like, "You want to use my ship, don't you?" would have been something that everybody else was probably like, "Wait a second."
And
Yeah.
I will go further to say, if you run into any problems on the field, that you can say that you are acting in support of this country. Damn to what my father has to say.
I think
Did I? Do you guys have questions? Did I? He looks to Olympia like.
Joel, that face you make, was that Susan's real face?
Oh,
I think Olympia
think
looks
so.
at you, and you look at Olympia with a little bit of an eyes widening thing.
I don't think they understand.
No, I think they do. I think they do. No, that's great, honey. Um, just and I think there's this moment of like Shimmer. I'll say this. You guys, everyone else can roll an insight on Olympia quick. I I almost want to give Susan advantage because you're with Olympia every day,
Do it.
Finally got a 10.
Do
so
it.
you get an advantage.
I did
I
not.
So
got
you
a
said
25.
25.
I got
Uh,
a 17.
19 on the die for a 29.
oh, I just
What
got a
is the
regular
10?
19.
What is the 10?
Dirty
mean?
20.
10. I don't think you can really read too much, but
Got you. Business as usual.
but T, what did you get?
I think T said dirty 20.
During 20. Yeah, then I think everyone else, I think you can get the gist, especially Susan with a 29, but everyone else rolled pretty damn well. You get the sense of like Olympia almost wants to say like, "Are you sure?" And it's like, "Is this really a good idea?" But it's also like, "I gotta support my man." Um,
Wait.
Oh, go ahead, Emma.
Oh, this is just like a general lore question. So, Gus, if you have something situationally specific.
Okay, yeah. I think to just like diffuse that slightly, Kairos will like kind of like bow his head a little bit to Declan and
Banlin?
Declan, yeah.
I had a gay romance werewolf character with Amanda in high school named Declan, and that
What?
threw me
Was
back to
Declan the gay
14 years
one, or
old. Or maybe not.
well, he was
No,
definitely he was
he was the straight
definitely
hellhound,
aware.
but he is
It was, yeah.
yeah.
I was
Anyway,
definitely I like got
some crazy
flashbacks.
lore that kinda
Crazy
Yeah.
lore
Sorry,
that just got brought
Banlin.
up. Yeah, Banlin.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's the Banlin.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fuck, where is it? Thank you, Lord.
Mark Wahlberg.
We didn't expect you to make that kind of offer.
Yeah, no,
Why?
that's
Just that your father's still on there, and I didn't expect that. But thank you very much.
Well, I'm not him.
And he's gonna give you like a bro nod type thing, kind of like I see you.
Yeah.
I think Audra also gives Banlin a bro nod. And at the risk of sounding a little bit clueless, I must now ask this clarifying question of, is Banlin's family the ones currently in charge of this country?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's his
He's the-
immediate family is him and his father. So he is
Okay.
the one and only like next step.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
He is
Susan
he's
is-
Probably
here
has
to
some cousins somewhere, but
yeah. Oil leaking from her forehead.
Also, Amanda, I know I've asked this in the past and the answer was no. But since this since this mini campaign is in the height of like the magical invention
Mm-hmm.
Or they're
era,
elevated.
no must know, does Venmo exist?
No.
Oh,
There still aren't phones.
well, is there any long distance?
I think there could be, you know
Bank
what?
checks.
I'll say there could be 2 coin pouches that are connected. And you can drop some of those coins in one coin pouch and it'll end up in the other one.
How much would that cost me?
Probably a
Fucking-
lot, I feel. That's a pocket dimension with 2 entrances.
I'm just gonna say 20 gold.
Oh.
Okay.
I can maybe pull some strings to help that
Sending
happen.
stone? Really?
Yeah, because I was thinking then like the home team
old
could have
Venmo.
one
You
and the
guys
away
do-
team could have one.
You guys do need to understand 20 gold is a lot to the average man.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
lot.
we are not averages, okay?
Okay, so do you
We
want
are
me to bump
better
up
than
the
average.
price of that?
No, no, no.
I just
Speak
want
of
to
yourself,
say,
Kamaria
wait,
Kamaria would not give up 20 gold for this.
I just want to say, instead of having a joint like pouch, they could just make sure there is an account that a bank account that we have access to some sort of international bank that has sending stone capability. That they could go to make withdrawals as long as the other group leaves a note with the bank saying yes, they can withdraw this money.
Amanda, are
Uh,
banks real?
A
Yes,
world
banks
at
are
war would
real.
not have international banks. They would have national banks, maybe.
Man, I
And
love Dungeons and Dragons.
I do love that we're arguing over this logic.
No, it's been bothering me.
I tried explaining
You
Dungeons
know what?
and Dragons to someone in the ER on Monday, and it was entertaining.
Why don't I get back to you on this whole pocket dimension, international bank
debating
thing?
this.
Yeah, keep me updated.
I
Keep
don't
me
know that
updated
there's
on that.
international banks. I'm gonna be so rhombus with you on that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I hate to say it. And
Using
also,
I
there's a
mean,
world war happening. I don't know that international banks would keep connection with
that's
their
what they want
branch.
you to think.
Uh,
That's what they want you to think.
Susan's gonna pull
Okay.
out her Wells Fargo app in the corner and start trading in cryptocurrency.
Her Wells Fargo rune, and she presses a couple of buttons. Yeah. Susan's
Yeah,
insider
she's
trading.
looking at the Nasdaq.
I have 5
She's
lung
looking at the
coins.
Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question for Susan. Does Susan believe in bimetallism as far as like an economic model of both gold and silver being kind of the currency that is based off of for all currency, or would she only push for a single metal?
Cryptocurrency, call it Lumcoin.
Okay.
My motivation to kill Lum just got so much greater.
Not Lumcoin.
Okay.
Lumcoin.
Anyway,
Sorry, I derailed
you.
that.
that's so okay. Olympio, I don't even know where we were. Olympio will go. Let's vote
Yo,
for.
fuck my father.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Also, we might have to do some. Then we might have to do some politicking. You know, you might have to kind of use your title just a little bit with people.
What do you mean?
We can talk about it a little bit more. Talk about our game plan a little bit more in depth. But
Oh. What do you mean game plan?
she gives you the face. I just make like a little scrunch. She like scrunches up her nose and like that's like smiles at you. Bug, honey, come here. Do not. That's not the ground. Please don't dig. You don't have to do that. Sorry.
She's a digger, for real.
She-
Diggy hole.
Diggy,
Am I right,
diggy
Pug?
hole, diggy hole, do 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 do. She liked that. She gave me a kiss.
What happens if the away team gets into trouble?
I guess that depends on the type of trouble. It would be hard for us to get to them, but we have sending stone. I believe some of us have that. I have it.
I have one.
I do as well.
Yeah, me too.
So we will. Honestly, I am going to be checking in with the away team every night, just to make sure everything's still peachy. I do want to stress, be so careful. We need information, but I don't want to risk your lives. Okay. For us, um, there is going to be um what is it? There's going to be that feast at the Sovereign's Palace in a couple weeks. Which would be a great time to Susan listen in on conversations. Me and Banlin talking to people. And Zarian, we can find a target and you can break into their house.
Breaking and entering, my old pastime. They'll give a
Means
little smirk
switch
this time.
job.
They won't give a full toothy grin this time, but it's a smirk.
Me and Zaya switch jobs.
As you, Zarian, you,
Please
you
no.
feel like I want to switch
Please
jobs with Zarian. The
Zarian's
person.
just sitting there clutching their glass of wine, like, please no.
F my life.
When it comes to
FML. You know what that means, Olympia.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, honey.
when
I
it
just
when
thought
it
of,
comes
I
to
just thought of that.
Oh, sorry. Susan, my dear.
when it comes to the political game, Zarian and I have no titles, so sadly, it does seem that your title and voice would be the most appealing to information
Yes.
gathering, Lord.
What if I took
That's-
Susan on as my servant and then she had full reign to the palace?
That's not a bad idea either.
People often overlook a servant, so
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Zarian and Susan would be me and Banlin's shadows.
yes. And I have many ways to magically support you all as well in your endeavors.
Was that a pun?
Hmm?
Zarian said that to Olympia. Just the fact that she was like, "Oh, they can follow us as our shadows." Zarian's like, "Was that a pun?"
I think Olympia, you say that, and then she like looks up, and then it clicks, and she goes, "Oh, on accident. I'm sorry."
What was the pun?
That was very clever.
Thank you.
Well,
thank
she
you, Z.
said,
What was the pun, sorry?
"Z. I'm from Shadowfell. Shadow. I'm her shadow."
I'm just proud of you for catching that one.
Mel's been teaching me some things.
It's working.
Zarian looks very proud.
But
If anyone's like questioning if that sounded like passive aggressive, it just was them like poking fun at each other.
okay,
Banlin will reach across the table and fill up his goblet of wine all the way to the top.
Ooh. Surface
Big owl.
tension.
And
Well,
he'll
I-
take a sip and spill some of it down his shirt.
Prestidigitation.
He doesn't even notice.
Zarian will also press a digitation on reflex, but nod at Susan.
this has happened many times. Well, I guess now comes the fun part of the meeting. And she will also reach and grab and grab the wine and fill it up. So I do want to leave this open for any silly times with the whole party together.
I would like to talk to. I need to remember these names. Mark Wahlberg.
Kyra.
Kyra.
I wanted to
Kyra.
say Wahlberg.
Very like Kyra.
Kyra's, that broadcast was really good.
Oh, thank you. I been working on it a little bit, see what I can do.
Is it like what is it? What is it that you do?
Mostly it's just tell people where to stand, tell people where to look. You know, I've got like the talent there with Olympia. She's great. She's
Yeah.
awesome. at a job.
How do you make
And
the thing that you can see him when she's not there?
oh, that's one of those technical magical questions that is not really my area of expertise. If you want, I can get you to talk to one of the people who really know how to run one of those things if you want.
Yeah, who would that be?
It's probably Greg Veg. He,
Greg Veg.
yeah, I can send him by tomorrow if you want.
Okay, yeah. Actually, no, I'm busy all day tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. You are the sovereign.
Well, actually, I have my it's not palace related.
Oh, well, what are you up to?
Um, he glances at Olympia. I can't really get into it.
No, I think I see. Yeah. Nice. I'll hold
boy
up some
stuff.
knuckles for him.
He pounds it. Actually, no, he daps you up. He daps you up.
Oh, okay. I got a couple of bottles for Olympia here if you wanna take them with you tonight. And then I hand over
Oh
like
no,
a bag with
I have so much wine in
the car.
He's got a stash in her closet.
Did I really?
Sorry, I heard
Did I
a
miss
cat
something?
run.
I lost the plot.
I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're good.
You aren't running over to Snoot like Snoot. Shut up.
So, Declan, when do you
Banlin.
kind of Banlin, you feeling like taking some charge there from your father with kind of this I don't know, it feels like you got some new confidence today.
Um, Zarian, actually, how are the kids, everybody?
Is this you turning to the group?
Yeah.
Why would I know anything about goats?
um, Olympia, can you ask the group a question?
That's our favorite Latino right there.
I need to think about what Olympia would say.
Banlin will finish his glass of wine even though it was still full.
Never have I ever.
Oh, I like this. Everybody be quiet. I like this.
Taken a body shot of fairy wine off of somebody.
Can I be exempt from this question since I only drink oil?
Oh yes, sorry, Susan.
That's okay.
What is a body shot?
Audra like toasts and then drinks.
Is it one per question?
What's a body shot? Where's Mel?
It's when you get somebody naked and you pour alcohol on the belly button, and then you are also naked usually, and then you crawl over them and sip the alcohol out of their belly button.
I don't know if you necessarily have to be fully naked.
It is more fun.
I'm pretty
Zarian is like
sure
bewildered.
people aren't naked.
Zarian's
But like the
Zarian's like
nakedness
muttering under her breath
adds
like
to it.
cultural differences. Cultural differences. Cultural differences.
It's just it's more fun, more freeing. We'll say. Okay, yeah,
You say
Kairos,
so.
you go. You ask. You never have I ever. What do you got? Never have I ever.
Uh, never have I ever gone through a window and not stolen anything.
I haven't done that.
I have held back before. You nearly got me with that one.
uh,
Wait,
I-
are you saying that we should drink if we've gone through a window and not stolen something?
No, I think you drink if you have
Have
gone
stolen.
through a window and stolen something, or you've never gone through a window
Without
but
stealing
you've stolen
something.
something without. Banlin takes a drink.
Audra takes a drink.
Oh wait, we drink if we have stolen something by going through a window. I have done that before a couple times. And they'll shrug.
Has Susan ever done espionage work for Olympia before? Susan does not drink.
Maria is like looking around and it just goes, you know, I don't think I understand common well enough to make a decision on what I'm doing.
Zarian will extend a fist towards Kamaria. I was told this is what I do when I'm relating to people.
Maria bumps the fist and then goes, now, hold on, come back. Now. We go, and makes the exploding pit.
Zarian just looks so confused. Just like, but why? Under their breath.
For fun.
Why would it bring joy?
Because it's like an explosion.
Explosions are destructive.
But they're fun to watch.
I'm starting to see the reasons.
Anyone else have a never have I ever?
Never
I've-
have I ever been made of flesh before.
Ah,
You
that's
got
not
me.
fair.
Drink
That
it
was
up,
very clever.
motherfuckers. Thank you.
That was very clever, Susan.
Thank you,
Drinks.
Zarian. Now drink.
That feels like cheating.
I have one.
Yeah. Which are just
Yeah,
being
Banlin.
smart.
Well, come back to me.
Audra.
I love good slow burn.
Slow burn, slow burn.
Audra. Did you have
Wait,
one?
oh, I have it.
Oh, there you go.
Never have I ever what?
What?
Pumpkin.
Kill you! I can kill you!
I have heard the kids say that these days.
Oh, you're so
So I got you and you and you and you.
Oh, I have one.
Pumpkin.
I think I got the rules. I have one.
Yes, Sarian.
Never have I ever remembered my mother. Or any mother.
Banlin puts his finger down.
Oh.
L. That's such an L move.
Wait, who else drinking?
Everyone?
Olympia drinks.
Wait, literally all of them don't remember their mother?
What?
Oh no, I remember my mother.
Yeah, they
okay.
drank because they remembered their mother, I believe.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you remember your mother, you drink. If you don't remember your mother, you
Alright.
don't drink.
Okay, Banlin doesn't drink.
Zarian
Yikes.
looks ecstatic at getting most of the group.
Banlin puts his fist out to dap them up.
They will fist bump explosion.
Yeah, close enough.
That was pretty good. Pretty good. Oh. Maria, did you have one?
Oh. don't
You
know,
don't
I'm
have
pretty
to.
lame. Never have I ever had a one night stand.
Family drinks.
Oh,
Audra drinks.
Wait, because
Audra drinks.
Wait, do you drink? Do you drink if you have or haven't?
if you have.
You have.
Oh, I already drank. Haven't.
Audra drinks, and then drinks again, and then thinks about it and drinks a third time.
Love it.
Zarian is staying silent this time, doesn't step, but is just like, not the furniture nightstand. Probably.
Probably not this.
He's had a one night stand, or they've had a one night stand with the furniture for sure.
Susan's like, I'm usually reading at nighttime.
It's like, based off of context, I can assume they don't mean the furniture as in a nightstand, but they're not gonna say anything.
I didn't mean to drink.
We'll probably end here soon, so I do want to ask you if there's anything else you wanted to do, just establish this group and your relationships a little bit more.
I would like to kind of at some point get Olympia and Susan, if Susan would be like just kind of following her a bit. Just to ask her a quick question just to her.
Yeah, you are able to kind of pull her aside. What do you ask?
Hey, Olympia, great meeting. Nice plan. Love the plan. That
Thank
being
you.
said, your friend, the Sovereign Son, was talking about using his father's name if we run into issues. Is that something that you want us to do, or would you rather we break open the tooth that you gave us? I don't say that last part, but
Um, I think writing off of, I think you had like a 19 on the die for your insight check, or just 19.
yeah.
Writing kind of off of that, I think you see that same thing of like she doesn't want to like go behind his back to take away any power he has. That's not the type of person or partner she wants to be. But
She knows the repercussions.
but she knows the repercussions also of what would happen. Susan.
Is Susan here?
If you think that Susan would be just like near enough for this type of conversation,
Yeah, and Susan can be here.
yeah,
Yeah, I think-
Kairos wouldn't stop her.
Okay. I think Susan's seeing assuming I can see that with what I had rolled earlier, just seeing the discomfort of going behind was it she was worried about going behind Banlon's back?
Mhm.
Because of the implication.
Yeah, I think Susan would kind of like intercede so that Olympia doesn't have to say it. And it's just like it it does feel as though the Sovereign Son has given us permission to start a war in his father's name without his father's permission to do so. I don't think that would be the smartest move, if I could say.
Yeah, I'm with you, Susan. And kind of like glances between like Olympia and Susan, being like, "This is what Olympia's trying to say, like trying to convey, like I get what's happening here a bit."
I mean, if you truly are in the tightest spot, you can bring up my name. So,
Sounds good to me. Just want to make sure I'm doing right by my lady.
well, thank you, Kairos.
Of course. And I tried to hand these off to your friend again, but here's a extra bag of wine for you. And
Thank you.
toss some oil to Susan. He's the oil.
Bucket starts chugging.
Bug. Oh, hold on.
I may also walk over to my boy Z Money, as Kairos would call them. Hey, what's up, Z man? How's the research hanging?
Bug locked herself in the
My
bathroom.
name is Zarian.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you guys
it's
need
like
quickly with that?
no, she figured it out
No, I
probably.
freed her. She just locked herself in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a little nickname for you if you want it.
Ah.
I can call you Zarian all the time, or Z Money.
Z Money 420.
Seems like 420 would be so funny. Oh! I see. Okay, nicknames. This makes sense. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
How's the research and stuff going?
Well, it is, as they say, going. Ryan and
Yeah.
Olympia's project has reached a bit of a standstill, but Olympia assures me that she is getting a shipment that should move it forward. So, ups
Yeah.
and downs.
Is there anything I can try to secure for you here, or if I'm taking some travels here, I can look somewhere else if you need something.
Uh, As of right now, no. But when you are away traveling, if that changes, I'll contact you.
Yeah, I'm happy to help with all you guys' research. You
And
know.
in return, money? Um, if there's any support I can provide to you all abroad, just let me know. I've got quite the repertoire of spells available to me. Sometimes even
Huh?
at a distance, a second look or a different set of hands can be of assistance.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. It's a good chance we might need something like that. I'll You mind if I contact you directly?
That would be just fine.
All right, sounds good. I wish you luck on busting into whoever's house you have to break into, but as you've stated with your many jokes, that's kind of your favorite thing to do.
Not quite my favorite thing, but it was a fun pastime and before I arrived here.
Hell yeah! And then he's
Ah,
gonna kind of go in for like a high five kind of shake, but I'm sure it ends up in some weird way.
honestly, Zarin does think it's another fist bump situation.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like a turkey situation. Like,
All right, keep it loose.
oops.
And then walks away after
Yeah.
knowingly kind of leaving them with whatever they're trying to try to
There's
figure out for the
so
next
many
30 minutes.
there's so many like turns of phrases that Zarin has to be like, Mel, I noted all these down. What do they mean?
Yeah.
Banlin would like to catch Audra and Kamaria. Am I right in my understanding that Kamaria also has a kid?
It's actually her younger sister, like teenager.
Okay. Okay. But is it like a paternal situation? Like a
Like a
like
caretaker.
I'm caring for you?
Slightly.
Uh,
Okay. Well, Banlin will catch both of you before you go and say, Audra, Kamaria, I want to thank you personally for the sacrifice that you're about to make. About who you have to leave for this. I fully believe that the putting Lumen in his place will be a good thing.
Maria glances towards Olympia across the room. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And turns and walks away.
Oh, right, because no one else knows about her sister, right? Or have you mentioned that you have a sister,
Nope.
right? Then probably
Okay.
redact that about what Banlin said about leaving someone
I'm
behind.
okay with Olympia having said it to Banlin at some point.
I don't know that she would have,
Yeah.
because it's
I think
a
maybe
friend's secret.
yeah. I think he would have said all of that same stuff to you, except when who you're leaving behind, he looks directly at Audra, like implying that it's her kid.
Okay.
So it's not
Yeah, that
so.
works. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Audra nods and kind of just goes, "Yeah, when Olympia said she wanted us to use my ship, I just jumped on it because, I mean, hell yeah, but then you think about it and you're like, oh, yikes,
Yeah.
But I know that Olympia will make sure that Katie is taken care of and Susan will be there and everything will be okay." And she gives you a smile that, like, I feel like no insight needed. It's a sad smile. It is like a smile of a sad person.
Um. Obviously, I'll do whatever's within my power to.
I appreciate that.
This is what's right. I don't mind doing
Yes.
that.
Yeah, I'm happy to have a helping hand in this. Like, this is what needs to be done and I'm happy to do it.
You're doing more than some of the leaders of this country.
Yeah, it always seems like that, doesn't it?
I think Susan would approach sorry, still learning names, Audra as well.
Hello,
Uh,
Susan.
Hey, Audra, I was hoping to ask you. I didn't know you had a ship.
I Yeah, surprise. I have a ship.
Oh, when uh, I think Susan expected more like exposition. It was like, oh, um, have you just like had it in the family, or you said you have a crew on standby?
Um
You pirate.
uh uh oh, so Banlin stayed?
Yeah, he's hanging out. If that's okay.
Yeah, I think she kind of will pull Susan and Banlin like further away from the crowd. Oh wait. Can I roll an insight to see if Banlin is like a narc? Like
yeah,
Sure,
roll.
Uh,
sorry.
I love how you have implicit trust in Susan to not know.
Well, if I'm trusting her with my child,
That's fair.
She's a robot. She
uh
can't narc.
that's an 18 insight.
He wouldn't even think to narc, but also
Okay.
he wouldn't necessarily think to keep something close to his chest.
Hmm.
He has like no motivation to narc. But also if you don't say anything to him, it's not a guarantee that he'll like
oh, so
just
you would
bring it
have
up in
to
casual conversation.
so you would have to explicitly tell Banlin to not say anything.
Okay. So she does like kind of whisper and she's like, "Okay, you can't tell anybody. My own spouse doesn't even know this about me.
Oh,
Okay.
Does Olympia know?
Olympia knows.
Okay.
In case anybody has wondered why I am her naval advisor, uh, fun fact about me is there was a period in my life, 4 years ago, um, where I was a pirate, one that you've probably heard of. Um, that's
Ooh.
what I have for you.
Pirate
Secret
that have
safe with
ooh.
me.
Woo, woo. Sorry.
It's all that winking
No.
owl, I tell ya.
No,
Um,
you've always been very good at your job, and I have always been curious on where Olympia had found you. That makes a lot of sense.
What pirate are we supposed to know of?
oh, okay, remember that you can't tell anyone this.
Okay. He'll put his hand up. I, the Starian Banlan Saint, swear on my father's life, my life, and the life of every person in this country that I will not tell, except for
I,
Olympia, because she already knows.
I, Susan, will not say a word.
And my dead mother's life.
Oh, wait.
But I think Audra's like nodding, and then Banlin says, "On my dead mother's life," and she's like, "Huh?" I don't know. Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna say, "Look, I have actively been on the run the last 4 years, but before that, for probably 20, 15, 20 years, when I was really in my prime, I spent my time uh, as the pirate referred to as the Ghost."
The ghost, he says a little too loud.
Oh, Susan, like instinct flinches to cover Balin's mouth, but then realizes that she can't do that, and is like,
Really?
So I don't know, Amanda,
Can
if
I
you
do a
want to
history
make,
check?
yeah,
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 do I
you
get
guys
to
can give me a history check.
So I think that's a 9.
I got a
Um,
17.
Oh, yes, I got a 9.
Susan, you've heard rumors of the ghost. You know about it. Heard about them. Very very feared pirate and pirate crew. Whenever people saw their ship, it would strike fear into their hearts. And missing a couple years ago, hasn't been seen in a couple years, but there's still that kind of unease you gathered of like, when will she be back? If ever, are we safe? We can't really let our guard down, because once we let our guard down, that's when she strikes. Banlin, where the fuck would you have heard about pirates? You have no clue.
You
You're
heard a
just like,
story
Just,
about a
just
ship
the
when you were
idea
a
of
kid.
pirates gives its heart racing.
yeah, like I think you're excited by it, and you definitely believe it, but I don't think have ever heard of
Yeah.
or yeah, I don't even think you can name a single famous pirate actually.
Okay. Banlin nods fervently, like he's heard this name a million times.
Oh shit! Like the ghost.
The ghost. He says more quiet. He doesn't yell that.
yeah, like the Ghost. But this is like I said, my spouse doesn't even know. I am actively on the run. No one can know about this except for everybody's about to know about this. But
I think
Susan, wasn't that the pirate who he snaps his fingers?
He's like, give me an
Who-
insight check versus a deception check from Banlin.
oh boy, 22.
Deception? 15?
Susan, what you see in this moment is that Banlin has no clue who Audra was, the implications of it, and he is trying to really keep up with this conversation at this moment and is now looking to you to lean on in this moment.
I think Susan playing into this is just gonna be like, who the one that disappeared? Yes, exactly.
Yep. Yeah, cool.
Yes, well, I look over at Kamaria and Kairos, and I'm like, I think our friends are in good hands then.
Yeah, and my old crew keeps my ship in top shape, ready to
You have to wear an
sail.
eye patch.
Hearing Amanda's laugh from
Go.
Gus's mic.
Yeah, literally through Gus's mic.
Hate me.
That got me, I'm sorry.
Um,
I'm a simple woman.
Banlin says, "Do you have to wear an eye patch?" And Audra goes, "I have two eyes, do I not?"
Will you be blind wearing an eye patch with one eye?
Susan.
And Susan,
can Banlin do an insight check on Susan?
yeah, Susan, you are like, God fucking damn it, and you look up and you see Olympia looking at Banlin with so much awe, and you're just like, how the fuck did this happen?
18, what do I read from Susan right now?
Oh wait, I only got a 7. I rolled a deception. I got a 17. I think you see that Susan is in a very strange place where Banlin's saying some whack ass shit, and Susan does not have the social power to like intercede or interrupt you in any way. And so you see that she's very much just like holding back like an oh my god.
You see Banlin's demeanor. Kamaria? Audra?
Audra.
Audra, you see Banlin's demeanor shift a little bit, and his cheeks and ears go a bit red.
I guess let me just set the let me set the expectation. I don't have a peg leg. I don't wear an eye patch.
Banlin looks down to check.
I don't have any hook hands or wooden hands. I have all of my limbs. And I don't say arg matey.
Understood.
I more so say surprise motherfucker, and then I behead a guy, you know?
You've all been there.
I understand. Understood.
Yep. But rest assured, me and the seas are the best of friends, so we'll be okay out there.
And if you need anything from House Saint,
it's appreciated.
I think
Did you-
Susan was gonna very quick say to Audra, I also wanted to let you know over the past couple of years I've really cared for Katie, and I enjoy looking after her, and so I will lend an eye and an ear and an arm whenever I can to your husband.
I greatly appreciate it. Uh they are not going to be happy with me because like I said, they didn't know about this, and so it's going to be like, haha, surprise babe, I'm a pirate. Haha, surprise babe, I'm leaving you and our child for 2 months. Haha. So
Well, he can drop her off whenever.
thank you.
and I would be happy to babysit as well, but I'm busy. Often, I should say also.
Yes, of course.
Well, I do have one thing for Zarian and Kamari after this is done. Sorry to break in.
I'm done, so.
Yeah, we'll do Zarian and Kamaria, and then we'll probably start wrapping up.
I'm gonna do a sinus rinse, but I'm listening.
Oh, we don't get to see?
Actively falling asleep.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
it's not gonna be much. It's mostly Zarian will just like noticing once Kamario's not talking with other people, they'll kind of like shuffle over. Be like, do you need me to look in on any of your research while you are abroad?
Zarian, I would appreciate that greatly. However, I'm afraid that you might accidentally poison yourself.
I have more skill than that. I assure you, I grew past of poisoning myself back in Shadowfell.
Well, it's probably a better bet than dumping more onto Olympia's plate. I'll write very detailed notes about the currently going experiments so that they don't get ruined halfway through. I don't have to start over.
I assure you, I'll take the greatest of care.
You better. One of them is 2 months old, and I swear to the heavens, if I have to restart that fucker when I get back.
Hence my offering. And then I imagine they'll start in on like some sort of like note of research the last time that they talked, like being like,
Yeah.
okay, so what do you read about this?
We cut away from here and go back to a time well, a long time, a couple years ago, I believe. Zarian, you are knelt down with the hands placed on the ground before you. You are preparing to do something. You are preparing to leave. Can you describe to us in more detail where you are and what you are doing?
Is it okay if I just read this whole thing out?
Uh, sure, yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah, Aaron
Alright, so
wrote me fanfic, so
Timmy liked it. Alright,
I liked it too.
Zarian. Yay! Zarian kneels, hands planted on the ground before them. All that preparation, all the trouble they faced and persevered through, it has all led to this. Carcosa is far behind them. The only place Zarian's home has is in their memories. On the floor of the dank cave before Zarian lies the careful preparations of a ritual. Material components and research scatter around the edges. Dusty tomes, ancient looking oddities. Some components take a more organic form, wet and glistening in viscera or preservation fluid. Flickering motes of light drifting near the ceiling cast twisted, alien shadows. Between their hands, Zarian holds a book, their arcane grimoire. The writing doesn't make any discernible sense, seeming to twist on the page. It is hard to look at. They also hold a fragment of stone, which looks as if it used to belong to a tablet. The same slithering, writhing symbols as their grimoire appear on the stone. Zarian starts speaking, not in any language that a person from Shadowfell would recognize. Likely, a resident of the material plane wouldn't recognize it either. Some of the noises they make shouldn't be possible to hear coming from their mouth. Zarian speaks in a frenzied, fervent manner, eyes wild with anticipation. A raven, perched near the entrance of the cave, takes flight in a frantic manner, fleeing to its queen. Before them, intrusions into reality begin to occur, centered on the 13 offerings Zarian prepared. Zarian feels the attention of some being turned to them. Whispers of incomprehensible things begin to sound as the tear-soaked flowers taken from a funeral procession crumble to dust, one for sorrow. A portrait of a young family, beaming parents holding their newborn child, tears and fragments as reality warps. Two for joy. A dead snake, eyes sewed shut but fangs left dripping, rots away to its skeleton as its necrotic venom drips to the ground in sizzling drops. Three for a girl. The head of a bull shrieks as if still alive, the sound of a frightened animal, eyes melting as it gazes directly at a tear in reality. Four for a boy. The silver arm of a small statuette warps, turning from the divine form of the Raven Queen into an alien appendage of a twisting tentacle, thrashing as if in agony. Five for silver. Golden opera glasses glint with something not quite light, the reflection of the lenses displaying alien landscapes. Six for gold. The crystal orb flashes dizzyingly, with scenes across all existence, showcasing meetings of individuals convening with bent heads in dark corners, money exchanging hands in sly manner. Seven for a secret never to be told. A skull of a humanoid with an eldritch symbol carved between the orbitals and a coin between the teeth is crushed by seemingly nothing, wails of torment erupting as the chanting continues. Eight for a wish. The joined hands of two corpses, taken from the grave, still tied together with a hand-fasting knot, wither away as the knot tightens itself. Nine for a kiss. A small rodent, adorned in a symbol of chaos, runs panicked in its cage and is knocked prone and spasming as space pulses. 10, a surprise you should be careful not to miss. A small, sprouting plant trembles and bows as distant, hateful voices shout curses of scorn and illness in the echoing cavern. 11 for health. A cornucopia, stuffed with succulent fruits and delicious meat, is consumed by the maw of an aboleth as the aberration swoops into the cave, circling the scene as Zarian grows close to finishing their hymn. 12 for wealth. Almost racing to finish, Zarian all but shouts the final words in the alien language, voice double-toned and hoarse. Time, existence, seems to pause as the occultist feels the gaze of something greater than them, examine the proceedings, the cacophony halted and movement frozen. 13. Beware, it's the devil himself. The flowers Zarian placed to the left disappear, followed by the painting, one by one around the circle that Zarian placed them in, until all that's left is the final offering Zarian presented, himself. Then Zarian can't see, can't breathe. Are they still knelt, supplicant, on the floor of the cave? They feel as if they are floating. No, do they still have a body? In what they think is their mind, they feel as though they are being questioned. With no means as to hold themselves back, the questioner sees their desires. Knowledge, escape, the same thing in two different words. Pictures of animals and plants and books that have no place in Shadowfell. The questioner extends. Zarian reaches back, accepting. But just before what counts as Zarian can step into the questioner's embrace, a voice calls behind them. Turning to look, Zarian doesn't know what they are seeing. Are they seeing? They hear the flutter of wings, the sensation of feathers brushing against them, the feeling of memories being shuffled around and examined by a close eye. The Raven Queen? Why is she here? A sense of begrudging acceptance comes from the Raven Queen. Zarian turns back to the embrace of the questioner. As their sense of being fades away, they feel something depart from the Raven Queen and press into their very being. Blessing? No, not something quite so sacrosanct. This is the Raven Queen's regard. An unknown amount of time later, a magpie warps into existence in the material plane. As it lands on the ground of a clearing, its form jerks and trembles, twisting into the shape of Zarian Ved. They collapse and pass out.
And that is where we will end tonight. Thank you, everyone, for our first session of this mini campaign.